Is this thing on? Hello? That's it. I've thought about doing this for a while. Let me just scroll down a bit. This is the Fire Emblem Three Houses character tier list. Yeah, no one's gonna watch this, but I've been thinking about doing this for a while. I've been thinking about where I'm gonna put each character on this tier list. Because, I just want to talk about Fire Emblem, and I would like to share my interest. Sure. Basically, I'm going to be ranking these characters. I'm going to try not to really base them on personal preference, and it's going to be, if the title of this video includes something like beginner friendly, noob friendly, it's because I'm going to do my best to explain these characters to get you interested in them. And, yeah. Get you interested in these characters so you can hear about them, get you interested, buy the game, buy Fire Emblem Three Houses, play Fire Emblem, whatever. So I'm just going to rank them based on how good their character is, how good they are as a battle unit. Yeah, and maybe explain some story plot points, because that's how these characters develop, of course. Anyway, first, I guess this is in alphabetical order, except looking at this, it isn't really. So we're going to start off. First, we have Alois. So, first we should go over these last three tiers right here, these gray ones. DKW, PG, you know all these. DKW stands for Don't Know Well, presumably good. Don't Know Well, presumably bad. Mid. Don't Know Well, presumably bad. This is because there's a lot of story in this game and I haven't gotten through all of it. So if I don't know well, I'm just gonna say they're presumably good or bad, because there's a lot to learn about these characters. They're very deep. Um, so first we got this guy's name is Alois. He's just a funny guy, I guess, and he's a knight for the church. He's just a knight guy. I don't know him well, but presumably he's mid. I don't think there's much to him. Next we have Annette from the Blue Lion's house. That's Ash. I just moved over there. Annette is an absolute ray of sunshine. She's just kind and very happy gal. Yeah. So we'll go A for Annette. Ash. Okay, here's the thing. I hate this guy. He sucks. He sucks in the game. By the way, Annette's pretty nice. Ash sucks. In my run of the game, Ash is just absolutely terrible. He can't kill anyone. He's fast, but he can't kill anyone. He's bad. His personality is just, ooh, I'm a nice little soft boy. I'm not a noble. I'm not part of the nobility. I'm a commoner. I'm freaking... He's just a loser. He's very nice, though, so I'll give him that. He's kind of cute, I guess. I'll put him in C tier, even though I kind of hate him. Alright, next we have Bernadetta. She's very anxious. She has a persecution complex. Every single of her one of her interactions, just like, oh no, are you coming to kill me, yell at me, assault me, something like that. She just has crippling anxiety. And honestly, in her support conversations, which those are basically the interactions within the characters among them, all of them are just her like screaming and running away. It just kind of gets tiring. She's kind of cute though. Some people may like it. Some people get really annoyed by it. But yeah, persecution complex, entire personality, not much development. She kind of breaks out of her shell once you spend more time with her in the game. But she's kind of average. C for not cease. C for cease. Next we have Caspar, friendly ghost, friendly guy. He's very reckless. He's tiny. He's just like a... Sorry, I'm just drinking. He's just this... He's like 5'4" or something, I think, canonically in the game. But he just loves being strong. He likes training. He always gets in fights just because he's always wanting to... I don't remember him that well, but he's a very good guy. He's very fun. He gets into fights. He'll run at you because he gets into fights because he's trying to stop them. He likes to see justice made, and he likes to feel like he's part of something good. At the end, I might order these tears going again. Catherine, I don't know you well. You were just a knight to me. That's what I know of you. You're just a knight. Another knight like Eloise, but your entire personality is like, oh, I'm a knight. Not even funny like Eloise. Don't know well, but presumably bad. Okay. Next we have Claude von Reagan, leader of the Alliance, which is one of the three major sections in the game's setting. leader of the Alliance. There's the Alliance, the Empire, and the Kingdom. You know, that's why it's called three houses. And the houses, I should have explained this before. The individual houses would be Blue Lions, led by this guy, for the Kingdom of Fargus. The Golden Deer from the Alliance, led by this guy Claude. And the Black Eagles, led by this woman here, for the Empire. Anyway, Claude Von Reagan is a very silly guy. He's very funny. He's got tons of charisma. Super cool. But it goes deeper than that. He's not just comic relief. He has a lot of backstory. You know? Notice notice how he's brown. We'll call him a little brown. People are racist in this game. They're racist. He's have to deal with that. And he's always, scheming. He's understanding. He just wants, because he's the leader of one of the main factions of the continent, he just wants to see a world, as he becomes leader, a world of just peace. Everyone's happy together, everyone's having a good time. This is a good dream. I really like this guy. And he, even though he, really funny, cracks a lot of jokes, he's pretty happy. He's got a dream. He's got his mindset on it. Great guy. First S tier. Now this guy, this guy's name is Dedu. He's just a servant for Dimitri, basically. But he's got pretty good reason. I'm not gonna spoil too much. This guy, something happened to him. And basically, this guy, he's brown. He's from a whole different race of people. Everybody hates this race. Everybody here. But this guy, he's like a prince. And, this guy, because he's a kind prince, right? His entire race was being persecuted for a certain reason of the story, which I will not really reveal to you. But his entire race was like being attacked and destroyed, and his entire country was destroyed by the kingdom, really. But when these two were young, right here on screen, this guy Dimitri saw Dedu. He was being attacked by a bunch of knights. Dimitri stepped in to save him because he couldn't bear to see this happen anymore. He couldn't bear to see these people just being brutally murdered by his own kingdom. So he stepped in to save him, and Dedu, this guy, gave up his entire life to serve Dimitri because of what he did. And he stops at nothing. He's just a good guy. And here's the thing. Even though everybody in the game hates him, he's racist, he doesn't blame them. He's understanding. He knows that he can't hold them accountable for their hatred towards his race, because he understands why they're all blamed for what they did. He's just also a very sweet guy. He's very kind, understanding. He has a really strong heart, I'll say. And strong physically too. He's huge. I'm pretty sure he's like 7'2" canonically. He's huge. And also, this big guy, big strong guy, you think, oh, he's a big strong guy. But he also likes flowers and gardening, which is really nice. And cooking. Really nice guy, huge character, very solid, round character. Personally, my opinion of him isn't that great. I don't know much of him, but overall, he's extremely well-developed character. I'm putting him in S tier just for all those reasons. This is going to be a long video, I just realized. Dimitri, I just told you, he was the prince of the kingdom of Fargus, and a very kind, loving guy, charismatic. Everyone loves him. He's the prince. Again, saved Dedu up here. Kind guy. Something happens to him in the story. He kind of becomes, psychotic. But that's cool. This is all part of the character development. Very good character. I might link some videos in the description from this guy. There's a whole documentary on this guy, actually, about his backstory. I'm just gonna put him A tier. Probably first in A tier. Number 1 A tier. Because I don't know. I don't know much about him. I don't know the entire story. But I know a lot about him. He's a good guy. But he's just gonna be just short of S. I might make an A+. Just for Dimitri. Oops. That's moving it. At or above. You can be this color. And we'll put A+ for Dimitri. You, Dorothea. See that cleavage? She's literally just a hoe, a diva. She is just out here chasing But really, she has... I actually don't know much about her. Really, on the outside, she's just a hoe. And she also, her personality is just, I'm a hoe, and also fuck the nobility. She's a commoner, eat the rich, she says, basically. Kind of like that about her. I appreciate the hustle. Um, she has a lot of personality that I can't actually pull up in my memory right now. Because the Black Eagles playthrough, the one where you join with the Empire, this lady, and all the other characters in this house, her, him, a lot of the characters in the house is like, each one has about 8. You can steal them from other houses. But yeah, Dorothea, how on the grind, eat the rich, whatever. Appreciate that. B tier. Edelgard von Resveld, Princess of the Adrestian Empire. And she's an emperor. You know how she has that white hair? That came of her because of some freaking weird experiments they did on her as she was a child. So basically, what she wants to do, because she's one of the leaders, the lords, is that she wants to unite the whole continent, the whole setting, like everyone else, like all the other leaders, like Dimitri right here. He wanted just something like that. I have to finish the story. Edelgard wants a world where, again, everyone can live together in peace, and also remove the absolute need for a god. Her authoritarianism. She's just an absolute emperor. She kicks ass. She is very strong, both as a unit and personality-wise. And yeah, she's not cute, but I'm not gonna let that get in the way of me judging her character. I think she's a very driven individual, but honestly, not as well developed. Actually, yeah, her backstory is kind of really big, so I'm gonna put her in A+. Yeah, and honestly, Claude's backstory doesn't run nearly as deep as these two, but I don't know. Claude's just a much more enjoyable character than them. These two in A+ are deep. Claude, #1 S tier, is just very fun, very likable. You, Byleth, this is the female version of, where's male Byleth? Of male Byleth over here, which is the character player, the protagonist. You are one of these two. Their given name is Byleth, but you can name it after yourself, of course, just like any character in a RPG role-playing game. Video game, you can be wherever you want. But yeah, these two, I'm just gonna put them in D tier. They're just very flat. They don't have personalities because they're the protagonist in an RPG. They're just silent protagonists. They're very blank-faced. Like, these faces are just their default expressions. They don't really change that. Yeah, but there's not much to them. They're just plain blank slate. This guy, I like this guy a lot. But a lot of people, I can see why you would find him unlikable. Felix, this guy's name is Felix Hugo Fraldarius. You don't need his full name. He's an asshole. He's just a very edgy guy. He hates everyone. He's very sharp-tongued. He'll insult anyone. But yeah, a really cute thing. I'm gonna go over a ship in this game real quick. Felix, he's just an edgy guy. All he cares about is getting stronger and practicing the blade. But yeah, as a unit, he's insane. He'll destroy any army. He kills a lot of people in the game when you deploy him for battle. He's a murderer, absolute badass. Just straight up an asshole. He insults everyone again. I'm saying that. I'm gonna put him in A tier. Not A tier because I like him. But as a character, I'm just gonna put him in B. He's had a few things happen to make him this way. Again, I'm gonna talk about the ship, Annette, the absolute ray of sunshine, and Felix. How I said he hates everyone. Felix has a soft spot for Annette, so that's the ship there. Very soft spot. The ray of sunshine can melt his ice-cold heart. Oh boy, Ferdinand von Eyre. That is a meme. He's full of himself. He's noble of nobles. He's the nobility. He thinks, wow, I'm so noble and I'm great because of my position of birth. And really, that's all I know of him. That's kind of lame. D tier. He's a good guy, though. He's a good guy. Hanneman. This guy is one of the other professors at the academy. Don't know much about him. He researches. He's a researcher thing. I don't know well, but presumably mid. I don't know. I don't know. Hilda. Wow, Hilda. Hilda is that bitch. She just manipulates all the other guys in here into doing what she wants. She's hella lazy. And really, she's manipulative. She'll like flirt with guys. I don't know why that moved. But she just flirts with guys, I think. Absolutely manipulative. Gets them, tricks them into doing what she wants so she doesn't have to do it herself. It's awesome. she's so cute. And as a unit in battle, you'd expect this lazy, manipulative girl to be like, not strong, right? Nope. Absolute murderer. She slays everyone. She kills everyone. Just for that, as a unit, as a character, some people might not like her. As a unit, she is undoubtedly very powerful. So I'll put her to, honestly, I'll put her an A+ for that. Just alone, for her strength alone. Okay, Hubert, he is, if you want to use the word, he's just a simp. He is, there's the servant of Edelgard up here, the Empress. And any servant of someone like pretty, we'll say, undoubtedly, he's just, all he cares about is protecting Lady Edelgard. Don't like it. He has no other personality. He's just evil and just cares about protecting the princess, whatever. And really, if you develop their friendship, he's just an absolute simp. Petra, she's a foreigner from a different country, and she doesn't speak the same language as everyone else as well. You know, if you listen to her in game, her tone, her dialect is not proper English, but she's trying her best. That's really all I can say. She's trying her best. She has culture. She references a lot of her culture back home and not in the setting. So yeah, that's kind of her entire character, really. She's kind because she's, you know, she's raised right, very different culture. Her character is her culture. C tier. C for culture. You go above Ash. Okay, Ignatz. He's a good boy. Ignatz is a very good boy. This guy, he looks like a very soft, good boy. You can see it on him. He's got the glasses. I don't think anyone else here has glasses, really. No. Yeah, he's kind of a nerd. He really likes art. He likes painting. But he's at the academy in the game, which means he has to be a knight. And his story, he's conflicted about being a painter or a knight. But somehow he can make it work. Very good at art. Kind. Because, you know, artists are like that, I guess. Cute guy. Pretty nice. I'll put him in B tier. Like lower B tier. He's in last there. He's not that strong though. Hold up. Let's run it back. As a unit, he's not that strong. So we'll just put him down a bit. It's kind of weak. Now we have Ingrid Brandel Galatea, of the kingdom. Her personality is, wow, I'm a knight. I want to be strong. I want to be a knight. I want to be strong. But I'm also a woman, which gets in the way of that. It's kind of a flat personality. She doesn't have much like character development with other people. Take another swig of my juice. Ingrid's personality is just, wow, I'm strong. I want to get stronger. But I'm also a woman. I have woman issues as well. So honestly, kind of boring. But as a unit, she's pretty good. I'll put her in top C tier. Kind of boring personality, but good unit. And she's pretty cute. Again, I'm a straight guy, horny all the time, whatever. Gerald, this guy is your dad. Very strong guy. You can tell he's very dad-ish. Dilf, one might even say. He's got the scars from battle. You were raised by him, mercenary guy. Again, he's more than a protagonist, so he's definitely above you. But yeah, dad, very strong, I guess. and he loved his wife. Your mom's dead, by the way. He loved his wife a lot. Very B tier for that. Good guy. Love you, Dad. Um, you, if you couldn't tell by her appearance, she's evil, and she's got underboob. Not a fan of that. I mean, I am a fan, but her whole spiel is, I'm a crazy evil clown girl. I'm kind of psychotic, whatever. I'm evil. That's the personality. Um, some people are into her being crazy, would be, but not me personally. Of course, this isn't a personal tier list. She's just, nah, not doing it. Leonie. Leonie needs to shut up. She's, um, one, she's just a stereotypical tomboy. She is a girl, but doesn't like to be a girl. She's good, likes to go hunting, fishing. She likes to do training. She's very strong, and she doesn't shut up about your dad. Because at one point she was an apprentice for him, and she never stopped talking about him. She just doesn't shut up about her dad, about your dad, like you, the protagonist dad. She doesn't shut up. I hate her. I don't like her, but she is pretty strong as a unit. I'll put her above Kranya. Linhart von Hevering. He's a very relatable guy. He's very smart, witty. He's also tired all the time, which is, of course, relatable to a lot of people living in this modern day. He has huge wit. He's very smart, but likes to spend most of his time napping, sleeping, whiling his day away. He doesn't like to exude much effort, even though he certainly has capabilities. That's his personality. I find it very relatable. I guess, have been gifted with a nice, intelligent brain, as some might say. No, I certainly have capabilities of my own, but I prefer not to exude effort. And I'm sure that applies to a lot of people. So, a very nice guy. You'll find a very relatable, fun guy. I'll put him in A tier. Lawrence. Just like Ferdinand up here, he's full of himself, but even more full of himself, really. Ferdinand, his personality is I am a noble. Lawrence, his personality is I am me, and there's no one greater than me, which is way worse than Ferdinand. So I'm gonna put him in this D tier, along with all these weird guys. You know? Yeah. Lysithia. She is a little girl, came to the academy. She's very smart, studies hard, hates being treated like a child. Except the irony is that she absolutely loves sweets, sugar. That's the irony in her character. But also, there's a lot to her. Notice that her hair color is very similar to Edelgard's, and as I said before, if you remember, if you're even watching this video, watching its background noise, paying attention the slightest bit, you'll know that something bad happened to her. They did experiments on her. Same thing happened, and she studies so hard, she's just trying to make the most of her life after these terrible things that happened. This alone. And of course, she's very snarky. She's a little girl. She's mean and very, I don't know why I moved this. Yeah, very good character, I'll say. Might go above Caspar. Am I leaning more into my personal preference? I don't know. I'll put her in B. Because I feel like, nah, she has a good dynamic. That's Ingrid. Where were you? I think you were here. I'll move, let's see, back up here. Linhart moves down one because I don't think he's a very dynamic character, very flat. You notice how her boobs are showing? Yes, she is a hoe. You guessed it. Except she's also one of the professors. She's actually kind of funny though. How she's just madly desperate for a lover, and her life is an absolute mess. She drinks alcohol. Doesn't clean her room. Sees so many guys and yet can't get her life together. That's funny. Don't know well, but presumably good. Marianne. Oh boy, Marianne von Edmund. I love her. She needs to be protected. She is very sad. Her birth, right? Everyone here has Not everyone, I don't want to get into the explanation, but everyone has a crest or not, and a crest, the possession of a crest is something you get at birth, which is like kind of a power you get from, quote unquote, inherited from the goddess, a God-given power. So her crest is not good. She thinks she's bad news for everyone. She thinks she's causes all of everyone's problems. She hates herself. But then she moves on from that. She becomes more confident in herself, and I'm just really proud of her for that. If it was personal bias, she's number one. But alone, she's still like A plus. Okay, Mercedes. Yeah, like Mercedes-Benz, except it's spelled the same way, except they don't pronounce it the same because there's probably some copyright issues that goes along with that. Mercedes, she's very nice. She's a very sisterly personality. That's it. Her whole personality is that I care about you. Her whole personality is I'm nice because I am religious. I believe in the goddess. I'm devout. I'm nice to you. That's her whole personality. Very flat. Except, you'll find it's nice, I guess. It is nice that she's nice to everyone, but it's nothing else from that. All of her supports are just her being kind. And if you're looking for like a good character, yes, it's inherently good because she's nice. But that's it. There's no actual development in that. Raphael, you'll see how his buttons are actually bursting at the seams. His whole personality is, I want to get bigger, I want to eat food, muscles are good. But he's very sweet. He has a big heart, big body. He really cares. And soon you find out, like, he wants to get big, he wants to get stronger, but because I love my family. So yeah, that's very, very big of him to do that. Top of B tier. He's a very enjoyable character. I think most of his supporters you'll find like, wow, that was fun. So I'm moving him in A tier because he's just very fun character. Personally, if this was a personal tier list, I'd probably rank him higher. But no. This is going to be a video that's over 30 minutes. What am I doing with my life? No one's gonna watch this. No one's thinking about Fire Emblem. If anyone's hearing me talk about this, what is wrong with you? This lady, she's the Archbishop. She's the leader of the whole church that the game follows. If you side with, spoiler alert, if you side with the Empire, you're going against the church. And honestly, you'll find out that there's some sketchy things going on behind the church, kind of similar to a lot of people these days that have their feelings. But yeah, I don't really like her. I don't know her that well. I haven't really had much joy with her, but she's just the leader of the church to me. She's just, may the goddess bless you, God bless you, whatever. Kind of boring. A lot of people might think she's a MILF. I mean, yeah. But, don't know well, presumably bad. In this game, I'm not saying in real life, but in this game specifically, fuck the church. It's kind of sketchy. But I don't know. She's just a bishop lady. Again, okay, he's gonna teleport to this side. If you couldn't tell, he's evil. Not much to go from there. He's evil. D tier. You know what? I'm gonna do it. F tier. I just renamed this. Hang on. Run it back. You are F tier. And I'm moving you here. You just literally have no character. You too. I don't like you. Because the evil guys, you don't see them. You don't see them that much. That's a spoiler. No one's watching. Whatever. I'm doing this for myself mostly because I'm avoiding homework. Me also checking my phone right now. This person, if you watch the trailers, I might link some in the description. Trailers, she's pretty important in this. She looks fancy, she's got a lot of ornaments on her. Very important in the story. I can't say much about her without spoiling anything. I'm just gonna put her in C tier. Just because she's important. Anyway, Sylvain, wow, he's a highborn nobility, but he hates that. Also, he is an absolute flirt. Everyone knows it. He just chases after women. but you'll find out he's chasing after women to compensate for something. There's how do I explain it? What is it? Whatever. He's a good guy. Very good guy. His absolute Chad energy, very entertaining. But the actual reasons behind that Chad energy, also pretty deep and far going. This guy's evil. I don't think he has a personality. Don't know how, but bad. Because you're evil. And I think that's your entire spiel. Just like the other strangely colored evil people. Gilbert, see this very stern look on his face? Yeah, he's another one of these knights. I think they all have that mark. See right on her, like, collar, there's that mark. They have that mark. They're all knights of the church, because that's, like, their mark. Yeah, not much. Has a lot more character than, like, the rest of the knights, though, of what I know. A lot happened to him, how he became a knight. Very old, very stern, very strong. Put him in a solid mid-C tier for that. Again, he's just a knight. People who just want to be knights and be strong don't really have much personalities other than that. These are like the time skip versions of the three lords, Edelgard, Dimitri, and Claude, up here in S and A+. I don't really need to add them anywhere. Like, they're the same people. But actually, okay, I'm gonna move them up here. Pre-time skip Claude, because this is a 5-year difference between these aged looks. Pre-time skip Claude is, like, still pretty good, but post-time skip is where it really gets very cool. Honestly, I'm gonna be pretty generous here. All of the lords in this game are very well fleshed out characters, obviously, because they're like the main guys. Yeah. Sedith, very stern looking. Servant of the church, archbishop right here. Servant to her, especially. But he's not really much of a simp, he's a helpful guy, honest. Hardworking, he cares. He has a little sister, her, right here. Cares a lot about her, that's his character. But he also has a lot more to him. He's a great guy. He's just a nice guy. You might find him annoying, but he's good. He's a good guy. Said that about a lot of people. You are not an actual character. Just because you have a portrait doesn't mean you're a character in this game. You're not playing as this guy. This guy is just... Actually, he's got character, but don't know about mid. You know, Death Knight. If you can't... is this guy good or bad? Leave your guesses in the comments below. Anyway, yeah. This guy is actually just someone else, so I'm not gonna rank him. So is this person. Someone else among the cast. These two are just people in disguise, and you'll have to get the game to find out. Flame, you are a very sweet girl. Absolute cinnamon roll. Why'd I say that? Yeah, she's very sweet. Lived a sheltered life, but she just wants to get out there. But her overprotective brother is gonna be like, no, go away from everyone else. It's dangerous, it's bad. That's just me subconsciously sorting out the C tier. But yeah, she's very nice. Very sweet, very cute. We'll put her in the top. You know what? There's not enough people in B tier. You can go to B tier. Because you got a nice character. Actually, no, you don't. Go back to C tier. Go back to C tier, Flame. Yuritsa. He's just weird. He's a weird guy. I don't know much about him. There's also more characters in DLC, but I'm glad this is just the base game because they don't have the DLC. But you were just a weird guy. He's just like, I'm gonna kill you. But I don't know much about him. Don't know much about him, but presumably mid, you know? You can go either way. Tomas, this guy's a librarian. He's just a librarian. He's got that Saros, that's the church logo, up on his collar, chest-ish. Yeah, he's very boring. There's not much character to him, F tier. He just serves his purpose in the game, that's it. Anna, you're a shopkeeper. You're literally a shopkeeper. But she is usable in the game. You can recruit the shopkeeper to fight for you. At some point, I haven't. Don't know well, but presumably, man, you can go either way. Shamir, she is just goth GF. She's kind of just very, what's the word? Very smooth, I guess. She moves around smooth. She's like an assassin. She works for the church. She works with the other knights, you know, him, her, but she's like the assassin, so she does like the stealth missions. She's very cool, calm, collected, very serious. Some people will enjoy that, some people will not. Again, she does have a personality. She's from a different place. She has her own culture, her own backstory. I don't know that. I don't know her well, but she's presumably good to me. You, Cyril, you're a little guy. You have backstory too. You are brown. That means you're from somewhere else in this game. And he's, you know, he looks like he has a lot of potential. I don't know him well, but presumably you're good, probably the best of them. So yeah, there's my Fire Emblem Three Houses character tier list. If you made it to the end, wow, I'm surprised. If you also made it to the end, I love you. You listened to me talk about Fire Emblem for over 30 minutes straight. And I thank you for that. You're very cool. This is my tier list. We can look at it. We'll go over it again. We got Claude, Edelgard, Dimitri, 5 years in the future. By the way, all these characters that aren't the 3 of these lords, I'll put them up here. I'll put them above everyone else, actually. All the characters, Dimitri's better than Edelgard. She's actually probably the worst of those 4 in S tier. Yeah. All these other characters that aren't the 3 main lords have time skip, you know, appearances, but they don't appear on this tier list for some reason. But yeah, this is the characters. We'll go over them again. Claude Von Regan, Dimitri, Edelgard, Marianne. Wow, I love you. I'm weird. Get it. Hilda, you're cool. Annette. I don't want to move them around. I'm trying to show them to you. Raphael, Caspar, Lysithia. Pretty name, you know. You gotta know that one too. Sylvain, Linhart, Felix, Dorothea, Gerald, your father, Flame, Flayn, might sound like flame. I don't even know how good the mic quality is. I tested this. It's not that good. It's probably very hard to watch. If you've got this far again, how? Petra, Sedith, like Seth, but like with another F part at the end. This is Sothis. This is, what's his name? Gilbert, Ignatz, Ingrid, Ash, Bernadetta, Mercedes. These 2 are Byleth, Ferdinand von Eyre, Hubert, Lawrence, Leonie, Kranya, Solon, Tomas the Librarian, Cyril, Manuela, Sothis, again, tiers, don't know well, presumably good, don't know well, presumably mid, are Eloise, Hanneman, this is Leonardo, Yuritsa, Anna, don't know well, but presumably bad. Okay, you know what, Catherine? I mistreated you. I apologize, Catherine. You know, you seem nice, but honestly, you'll be at the bottom of mid. You know, I think you have lots going for you. Don't know, presumably bad. We got the Pope, Rhea, and you, evil guy. Just tap, whatever his name is. This is a 40-minute video. I can't believe I'm making this. Talking about Fire Emblem. Goodbye, guys. If you stuck this far. Thank you so much. Please text me. Talk to me about this game. I can't talk enough. If you want to ask more about any of these characters, because I try to explain them, go ahead. Again, that's if you made it this far to hear me ask this of you. I should probably end this. So, goodbye, guys. Buy Fire Emblem Three Houses for the Nintendo Switch. It's only $60, and it's worth it. I swear.